Chex Quest is a 1996 Doom mod that is based on the Chex cereal and officially licensed by General Mills. As I said, the game was released in 1996, and it was packaged with Chex cereal, and of course is a mod of Doom, but is more kid-friendly than Doom, showing no blood or gore or any of that in the game. To my knowledge, every graphic and sound from the original Doom is replaced, with even the enemies not having any corpses. All of the weapons are replaced with different variants of these things called Zorchers, and they're all somewhat different and work well. But over the melee weapons, over the fists, we get the second best melee weapon in a first-person shooter, a spoon. Now, I couldn't really work well with the spoon because punching in Doom isn't the greatest form of combat, and this game also contains my favorite melee weapon of any first-person shooter, and it is an electric spork. I kid you not, it's literally just a spork. It's electric and you just kill things like with the chainsaw. The level design honestly reminds me a lot of the original Doom, and has a very similar structure with getting the key cards, finding the doors for the key cards, and stuff like that. With in the first level, the key card even being the area you started, which I knew when recording this and forgot, and ended up being like, oh yeah, it's in the first room, and having to go back. Though this detour was nowhere near as bad as I think it was it was either level 3 or level 4. I think it was level 4. With this freaking maze that took me forever to get through because I just kept getting lost and turned around, and it was very annoying. The game is surprisingly short, having only like around 6 levels, which I was expecting it to be longer. And it may have been because at the end of the game, it's like, oh, there's more, check out chexquest.com, but it just leads to basically a website designed for the modern remake, and even using the Wayback Machine, you really can't see anything, because it only goes back as far as 1998, which basically just says, like, oh, hey, we're working on the website, so it's currently down and stuff, so yeah, I did see that there is Chex Quest 2 and 3, which may connect in some way. Now, there is a story, but the thing about the story is, it's tied to a 16-bit Windows application, which, you know, modern computers can't run. Modern computers can't run the regular game because it's a DOS application, but it can, even if you can finagle your way into running both DOS and 16-bit Windows applications, on modern computers, you really just can't run them both in tandem, so you can't see the opening cutscene. I mean, for something like that, you may need, like, I don't know, Windows 98 computer for... I ignore that I have this. Now I'll go ahead and talk about the music. With music, it has some of the most MIDI-sounding MIDIs that I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment. Like, I honestly do really like how this game sounds. And, pretty good. I will say, though, the soundtrack for Chex Quest is not as good as the original Doom soundtrack. The frickin' Doom intermission theme cannot be rivaled. It's just, beautiful. Also with Chex Quest, the music seems to be a lot quieter, and there seems to be a lot more ambience to the music, as opposed to Doom, where there's a lot more just, you know, in with, like, the guitars and stuff, which that also brings the point of the instruments for the different songs is different. Overall, I like Chex Quest. It's a pretty fun experience, and if you like the original Doom, just boot up either DOS machine or DOS box and just, you know, play it. It's fun and will keep you entertained, and is certainly a good addition to the Doom mods, and it's just very interesting that there's a friggin' official Chex themed Doom mod. Official by the standard of licensed by General Mills.